My mind belongs to itself, but surely influenced by outside ideas, doohickeys, and people like my friends, family, and even at times strangers. My mind will never belong to anyone else. The way I think, my actions meditated or instinctive, my entire brain process is my own. It is unique. It is different. It is empty. I sit down to write a short story for a class assignment and promise myself not to get distracted from the task until I'm finished with it. To ensure my concentration and deep focus, I eliminate all outside distractions from my immediate working area. I remove everything from my crowded desk. Only a keyboard and a computer monitor lay before me now. I print my name, date, and a title at the top of the paper and wait for an idea to spring into my head. My brain is empty. I sit, waiting for inspiration. The first 10 minutes go by and I'm still staring at a blank screen. Thoughts flood my head, but none have anything to do with what I'm trying to accomplish. The task. Focus on the task, I tell myself. Nothing is working right now. My brain is as stubborn as a mule and as disobedient as a newborn puppy. More thoughts seep into my brain, though hardly any of it is material worth mentioning, let alone writing down. This is useless. I can't sit here and wait for an idea to spring into my head. I know myself well enough to know that my ideas only form in my head when triggered by an experience or an outside influence. I decide to take a walk to inspire me. I stand up and throw on an old overcoat I've recently inherited from my dead grandfather. I sniff the coat's collar that pokes up around my neck. The sun brings me back to my childhood, as a young boy. I'm back in that closet. It seems so big and high from this height, but very cluttered with boots and shoes and coats which I have to squeeze through to make my way to the back. My imagination runs wild. I'm an explorer finding my way through a thick jungle, or maybe I'm descending into a deep cave. The sound of a phone ringing brings me back to the present. I let my mom pick it up in the other room. I shake off the memory and grab my cigarettes out of my desk drawer. I walk down the street away from my house to make certain my mom doesn't see me smoking. She has enough to worry about without knowing about my slow but constant self-desecration. I think about my grandfather's closet as I walk alongside the road under tall pines that stand all around me. The flashback inspired me to create a story. A story of adventure in a foreign and mythical land with jungles and caves. A foggy swampland and rolling hills with tall snow-capped mountains in the distance. It would be a story about my grandfather as a fictional character on a quest of sorts, trekking across the land and rescuing damsels in distress. He would be portrayed to everyone as a hero, just as the hero he was to me. He would look the same, just as when I last saw him, but his spirit would be young and wild. He would be strong and healthy and ride on a large steed which would trot around proudly, displaying his master on his back. A feeling of satisfaction comes over me. My brain is full and thriving. I suddenly have many good, developing ideas, which I am eager to spill over a piece of paper. I turn back to my house to let my grandfather's journey in wild fantasy land begin. My brain is full.